Greetings, fellow human beings. Monkey D. Tony here once again, and for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at fan favorite villain turned somewhat anti-hero, Sir Crocodile. And more distinctly, why was Crocodile so weak when we first encountered him in Alabasta compared to later on in the story? Now, to be fair, I am by no means saying Crocodile was a weak villain to the Straw Hats when they encountered him in the story. In fact, he was up until this point in the story probably the deadliest foe to face Luffy, having not only outright defeated him, but almost killing him twice in the story, while continually pushing him to fight to the best of his abilities and to use extremely unorthodox tactics, with Luffy even needing Robin to save him in his first battle with the Warlord of the Sea, and needing to plan a last-second maneuver to save himself when the Logia user drained all the moisture out of him in their second battle. But afterwards, when all was said and done, Crocodile was still soundly defeated by Luffy at the end of the Alabasta arc and sent to Impel Down. So when Crocodile resurfaced again and joined the Impel Down Escape Alliance, many people were confused as to what Crocodile was going to be able to contribute, seeing as how he was defeated by a pre-gear Luffy, and they would be going up against all manner of marine soldiers, from vice captains to admirals, most of whom would be above anything Crocodile would have been a match for, given his power previously seen. But, to everyone's surprise, not only did Crocodile help out greatly by saving Ace from execution, but his power level seemed to have skyrocketed from just sitting in a cell and impelled down, as he was capable of fighting on par with some of the strongest fighters in Marineford, such as Doflamingo and Mihawk, with Doflamingo even wanting to team up with Crocodile, as he believed the two of them would be a formidable duo. And Mihawk not even seeming to break a sweat throughout the entire war, combating commanders of the Whitebeard pirates and casually slicing massive icebergs in half that dwarfed the entire island of Marineford. And while yes, Crocodile did momentarily save Luffy and Jinbei from Akainu, that was really only from the Admiral being distracted and having his focus on the two pirates right in front of him, plus Crocodile surprise attacking him from behind. So, how did Crocodile get so powerful so fast? Well, the short answer is, he didn't. One Piece creator Oda has gone on record in an interview to state that Crocodile was heavily plot nerfed during Alabasta, and he didn't even originally want to use him for the main villain of that arc, because he had plans for him later and knew that he needed him to be much stronger than what was showcased. He only finally decided to use him because he felt the desert setting of Alabasta was too good of a way to introduce a villain with sand powers. So if anything, Crocodile's initial debut was more of a way to showcase his abilities and introduce his character than as a means to scale him to others at that time. And this is somewhat evident within the actual story, given how Crocodile had Luffy dead to rights twice, and only really lost to him from Luffy discovering his weakness and getting plenty of help from others. And this is even showcased in the actual story between the one who previously defeated him, when Luffy needed to use Gear Second to intercept Crocodile attacking Whitebeard, despite the fact that he had not even invented that technique when Crocodile was previously defeated by him. And, during the time Crocodile was back center screen with the others, the story is littered with not only the impressive feats he showcased, fighting top tier characters, but also previous mentions of his life before the main story, and just how strong he really was, even in his younger days. Like him becoming a Warlord of the Sea when his bounty was only 81 million, the second lowest of the Warlords, just behind Boa Hancock, meaning that the Marines saw him as such a significant threat that when he was only starting out as a pirate and immediately wanted him on their side. And the reasoning behind his infamous injuries, like his left hand and scar over his face, being that after he officially joined the Warlords and attacked Whitebeard, presumably before the Yonko had become sick, which greatly handicapped his overall strength. Crocodile might have been utterly defeated by Whitebeard, but the fact remains, he fought toe-to-toe with a Yonko and still managed to survive and get away alive, with Whitebeard showcasing that even a single strike from him can be fatal to most opponents, even in his old age. To sum this up, Crocodile was always intended by Oda to be an extremely strong character within the verse, but his relevance to the plot, both prior and current, called for the story to nerf him significantly and then re-establish his strength when needed. And while in story, the reason for his empowerment is somewhat inconsistent, the fact that Oda officially explained the reasoning is more than enough to justify it. But that's all for me. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day. Monkey D. Tony, out.